Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Math channel. I'm your host, David Tear, and this is my continuing feature on the Math Lovers book. I just started chapter 9 a couple of days ago, last video I made, and now I'm talking about dynamical systems. And I think I mentioned in the introductory video that there's two types of dynamical systems that can either be continuous or discrete, and there's plenty of examples of both of those. But I'm going to start with discrete dynamical systems because I think those are a little easier to study. They don't require calculus. Anyway, let's begin. So, uh, so yeah, discrete dynamical systems. This is going to be a pretty brief video, I think. I'm just going to talk about this slide. So what is a discrete dynamical system? Well, time is discrete in a discrete dynamical system. You start with some, and also your space is discrete. So the way you're supposed to think of discrete dynamical systems is you have some system, some set, which I'm calling K. Uh, K is a set of configurations, and the set evolves. It changes with time, and since time's discrete, we can give each time stamp an index, which I'm calling I here. And usually we start I as 0. So our initial configuration will be little k naught, little k 0. And then after the next time, we apply some function, usually a nonlinear function, to give it more interesting behavior. So we have some function I'm calling f, and then we just say k sub I plus 1 is f of ki. In other words, f tells our system how to evolve. And there's another way we can write this equation. I'm calling that equation 9.1.1a. We can also just say k maps to f of k. That's kind of a shorthand for what's going on. And I'm going to give a lot. This is just a brief overview of what a discrete dynamical system is, and I think for the next several weeks, I'm going to talk about some interesting examples of discrete dynamical systems. These include, I think some of my favorites of these are what are called cellular automata, and I think the most famous of those is Conway's Game of Life. I will get to that, I think, in another week or two. And I'm going to go over Conway's Game of Life in detail because I think it's really fascinating. I would also recommend you guys try it out, play it. There's plenty of websites where you can either download Conway's Game of Life or just play it online. And yeah, that's pretty intriguing. So that's pretty much everything I have to say for today. Just a brief overview of discrete dynamical systems. So thank you for watching. Long live math, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.